Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome back to the lessons. Welcome back to the lessons with Bo. Lighten up with Bo. We're doing A Course in Miracles. We're having a good time. How's everybody doing today? Are you feeling peaceful? This is lesson 26 in A Course in Miracles. But if you're new and somehow you found your way here and you didn't even know what's going on, I'm going through the 365 daily lessons from A Course in Miracles, which are designed to help you return to the truth of who you are, beyond form, beyond body, beyond past, beyond future, beyond fear, beyond sickness, beyond death, beyond lack, beyond limitation, and to try to make it a little bit lighter. Is there a siren going on in your background? I don't know. But if it is, we'll send him some love and light. Okay. Feel free to subscribe if you want to be kept in the loop about the lessons or any videos I do that are not the lessons, when I do the reviews of the chapters, which are a little more in depth, or when I do just a topic because somebody asks. So if you have something you like, hey, I really struggle with reconciling this, I'll feel free to give my kind of light take on it as best I can in a way that the Holy Spirit will use my words to just lighten it, to make it a little simpler. You already have all the mechanisms within you. I'm just here to kind of try to give you something that makes it a little bit simpler. So we're doing lesson 26 in A Course in Miracles. Let's begin. Lesson 26. We're still on those attack thoughts because we got to talk about the attack thoughts. We can't just spiritually bypass and put on our white robe and just try to smile all the time and just put our hand on our heart. That's wonderful. We learn to be gentle and kind and soft, but we also got to look at the untrue identity we've been attached to, this ego self with all the fear and judgment, attack, blame. So we're still on attack thoughts. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. My attack thoughts, blaming, condemning, judging, labeling thoughts, are attacking my invulnerability. Invulnerability, what does that mean? You are invulnerable. You are impervious to harm. You are impervious to being hurt. You are impervious to being anything other than the perfect, eternal, fearless expression of playful light, the Christ self, the holy self, the one shared self we all are. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. It is surely obvious that if you can be attacked, you are not invulnerable, right? Self-explanatory. It is certainly obvious that if you can be attacked, you are not invulnerable. You are harmable. You see attack is a real threat. That is because you believe that you can really attack others. You see attack as a real threat, and this is because you believe that you can really attack. And what would have effects through you must also have effects on you. What would have effects through you must also have effects on you. It is this law that will ultimately save you, but you are misusing it now. You must therefore learn how it can be used for your own best interests rather than against them. Which I want to say, by the way, is as you do the lessons in A Course in Miracles, or just as you're living in this dream, the ego is always on board while we're starting to introduce this path of healing. And it will be listening through guilt and shame because that's how it listens. Like, oh, wow, you believe that you can really attack people? Like, oh, gosh. Like, it's always listening through this thermometer of guilt and shame. It's taking the temperature through, well, how much guilt and shame, how much anxiety. Yeah, this isn't the greatest thing about me. But whatever. No, that voice is always going to be there. Paragraph 2. Because your attack thoughts will be projected, you will fear attack. because your own attack thoughts, judging thoughts, blaming thoughts, critical thoughts will be projected into the dream. You will fear attack automatically, like something's coming for me. And if you fear attack, you must believe you are not invulnerable. You must believe that you are not impervious to attack. Attack thoughts therefore make you vulnerable in your own mind, which is where the attack thoughts are. Attack thoughts and invulnerability cannot be accepted together. They contradict each other. So what does that mean? Attack thoughts and invulnerability cannot be accepted together. So you can't accept when you hear people talk about limitless love, perfect healing, a miraculous, fearless life that lives without lack or loss or sickness, this unharmable nature, the Christ nature, the holy nature that is impervious to attack, which is really a state of mind that we remember. And when we remember that state and only that state, we will be surrounded in a perfection, in a love, in a safety that is unharmable. But you cannot accept that invulnerability while you hold on to the attack thoughts as equally real. If there's one attack thought that you're like, I'm not letting go of it. Are you kidding me? Like that, if I walked into that hospital ward without a mask on, I'm going to die. Like, sorry, you can't convince me I'm going to die. I can be attacked by the world in some way. So if you believe in attack thoughts, you cannot accept the invulnerability of your true self. And this doesn't happen overnight. It's going to take the miracle of grace and time used by the Holy Spirit, but that's what that sentence means. They contradict each other. Paragraph 3, the idea for today introduces the thought that you always attack yourself first. You always attack yourself first. If attack thoughts must entail the belief that you are vulnerable, their effect is to weaken you in your own eyes. Thus, they have attacked your perception of yourself. And because you believe in them, you can no longer believe in yourself. A false image of yourself, of what you are, of who you are, has come to take the place of what you are. Ugh. Sometimes I think the beauty is in the uncomfortable truth that points to something that it's like our soul reveals to us and we know that it's true and it's painful but also liberating. The self-abandonment, the capital S self-abandonment, who we really are. Thus they have attacked your perception of yourself. And because you believe in them, because you believe in the attack thoughts of unworthiness, not enoughness, lack, sickness, war in the world. Now remember, attacking yourself or attack from the world are really one and the same thing. Because you believe in them, you can no longer believe in yourself. A false image of yourself. Now I'm just a self who lives in fear and does the best they can. And that's what I am. Paragraph 4. Practice with today's idea will help you to understand, right? It's a process, that vulnerability or invulnerability is the result of your own thoughts. Nothing except your thoughts can attack you. Nothing except your own thoughts can attack you. Nothing except your thoughts can make you think you are vulnerable. And nothing except your thoughts can prove to you that this is not so. Only your thoughts can decide what you are. Nothing outside of you has any power to do anything to you unless you believe it does. 6 practice periods are required in applying today's idea. A full 2 minutes should be attempted for each of them. Attempted, see, it's still being gracious. Do your best. Although the time can be reduced to a minute if the discomfort is too much, too great. Do not reduce it further. So at least do 1 minute, maximum of 2 minutes, or even 3 if you find it really peaceful in your body. The practice period should begin with repeating the idea for today. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. Again, say it 1 to 3 times. And then close your eyes, like we've been doing, reviewing the unresolved situations whose outcomes are causing you concern. Right? Same thing that we did in the last one, right? Wait, did we already do this? No. Hold on. Just making sure. Well, we've already done it in one of the previous lessons. Right? Oh yeah, that was in lesson 24. So here we are again, finding unresolved situations whose outcomes are causing you concern. The concern may take the form of depression, worry, anger, a sense of imposition, somebody's forcing something on you, fear, foreboding, or preoccupation. Maybe you're just constantly thinking about the same thing. These are unresolved situations. Any problem as yet unsettled, which tends to reoccur in your thought during the day, is a suitable subject. Boy, don't we have those. You will not be able to use very many for any one practice period. Again, because usually you're going to find a lot of things, so you're maybe only going to use like 1, 2, or even 3 things. Because a longer time than usual should be spent with each one. Today's idea should be applied as follows. So you've already said, my attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. Now you've closed your eyes and you're looking for the situations, depression, worry, fear that are unresolved. And you'll first name it in your mind. If you want to do it out loud, that's fine. I am concerned about this headache, this ongoing sensation in my head. Whatever it is, I'm concerned about the weather, the government, it doesn't matter. Then go over every possible outcome which has occurred to you in that connection and which has caused you concern, referring to each one quite specifically. I am afraid blank will happen. I am afraid blank will happen. I am afraid that this pain will get worse, will happen. I'm afraid that I'll eventually be diagnosed with some physical disease or something's wrong in my brain will happen. I'm afraid increasing pain will happen. I'm afraid it will block me from God will happen. Whatever it will say, it will come to you, by the way. When you say, I am concerned about, and you name the situation, and then you just start going, I am afraid blank will happen. I'm afraid blank will happen. And you just go without forcing it. Once you find yourself pausing, you're done. Don't force it. And if you can move on to another subject, great. Maybe you're going to think about your finding your true purpose and making a fulfilling living comes to you. I am concerned about making a fulfilling living and living to God's purpose in my life. I'm afraid that it won't happen. I'm afraid that I'll just always be struggling will happen. You just say that. If you are doing these exercises properly, you should have some 5 or 6 distressing possibilities for each situation you use. And there may be many more. It is much more helpful to cover a few situations thoroughly than to touch on a large number. So it means, since you're only doing this for 2 to 3 minutes, it's better even if you just have like 2 concerned situations than try to come up with, 10. As the number of anticipated outcomes for each situation increases, You will probably find some of them, especially those which occur to you toward the end, less acceptable to you. Try, however, to treat them all alike to whatever extent you can. After you have named each outcome of which you are afraid, tell yourself, that thought is an attack upon myself. That thought is an attack upon myself. And then conclude each practice period by repeating today's idea once more. So, once you've done 2 or 3 scenarios, each scenario, when you've labeled all the things you're afraid will happen, you then go, that thought is an attack upon myself. And then you go to the next situation, name all the things you think you're afraid will happen, and then go, that thought is an attack upon myself. And then after the timer goes off for you, it's been a couple minutes, 2 to 3, you say, my attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. And you do that 6 times today. And maybe each time you'll think of new scenarios. Thanks for tuning in. Don't worry about, it's a beautiful thing. Celebrate if you notice. Remember, attack thoughts, any depression, worry, anger, criticism, blame, anything to do with worrying and criticizing and things in the world, these are all attack thoughts because they ultimately place a falsity around what we really are. So celebrate if you're starting to recognize them, like, whoa, there's so many. Great. When will they go away? It doesn't matter. You're just looking at them and inviting the grace of God to hold you while you bring these things up from the shadows of your unconscious, and you looking at them means you're allowing them to be there. So swing on a swing, climb a tree, put on some music and dance a little, move around, lighten up. I'll see you on the next lesson. Stay well.